Okay, we had a glimmer of hope in Calgary real estate this month. We actually saw the amount of new listings rise in the city. The downside is we had a record number of sales in September, so we gobbled all of those houses up. But hey, at least new listings were rising. Hi, I'm Ken Rigel from the Ken Rigel Group at eXp Realty, and this is the Street View of Calgary Real Estate, where we talk about what's actually going on the street in real estate. Now, you're going to see a lot of stats on Instagram and Facebook and all over the place in the media about record-breaking sales. So yeah, we just broke another record for September. Compared to last September, sales are up again. We sold just over 2,400 houses in September. There's a lot of houses moving in this city. Calgary is the belle of the ball when it comes to Canadian real estate. We're just the place that everybody wants to move to. And this is not an Alberta problem. This is a Calgary problem. If you go to Edmonton right now, there's not anywhere near as many multiple offer scenarios. You can actually buy a house and negotiate a little bit, take a little bit more time than you can in Calgary. Calgary is just the place to be. Now, we actually ran these stats in our staff meeting earlier this week. Did you know that between $350,000 and $600,000 in this city, the average list price to sale price, so that's the price the house was listed at compared to the price it's sold at, the average is 100%. That is smack dab in the middle of the heart of this market, $350,000 to $600,000. So bad news is, if you're buying in that price range, you're gonna be under a lot of competition. Now, and it's not like you get a lot of relief if you're buying outside of that price range either. The market's pretty tight once you get above that. Between 600 and a million, the average is 99%. Between 250 and 350, yes, there are actually things to buy in the city from 250 to 350. That's at 99%. If you're over a million, that's where you get a little bit of relief and you have some negotiating room. That part of the market, we're selling at about 97% of list price to sold price. Now, let's talk about where prices have gone. So we've seen another increase in prices again this month. This market just continues to climb and climb and climb. We always get asked, when is the market going to slow down? When do you think prices are going to crash? Our opinion is probably not for a while. We have just so many people moving to Canada. Calgary is still relatively inexpensive compared to the other major cities across the country. This is the place to be. So until the borders close down, which is not going to happen, with just so many people moving here from other parts of the world as well as across the country, there's just really no slowdown coming anytime soon. There was actually an article that RBC came out with this week that basically said outside of a massive housing crash, it could take up to a decade to inject affordability back into the Canadian real estate market, and that is if the federal government makes it a priority. So for the foreseeable future, this market is probably going to be exactly where it is right now, and that's short on inventory. You're going to be competing for houses if you're in that tight spot of the market where it's $350,000 to $600,000. So if you're out buying right now, you don't really have a lot of time. You've got to get out there, see some houses, and then make a quick decision. If you're selling, it has never been a better time to sell because prices have never been higher in this city. If you ever have any real estate questions at all, we would love to answer them. All you have to do is drop them into the comments below. And if you are looking for some advice on maybe buying or selling, you can call, text, or email us anytime. The number is 403-207-1748. Text me on that number as well, or you can email me anytime too. It's ken@krgroup.ca.